Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sidetrack here, bringing you a brand new Let's Play series. Now, if you followed me with my old Let's Play, you'll know I kind of got distracted by life and stopped about episode 20. But we did a lot of cool things, and I had fun doing it, and I know some of you liked watching it. I was actually going to go back and start playing that again, but then I found out that Direwolf was releasing his next uh, version of Direwolf20. So I figured, well, why go and start an old pack when a lot of you are probably playing in a new one? So I started a brand new server, and you can see that I have not really done anything except for logged in and made sure that I wasn't standing in the middle of an ocean, because that's happened to me before. Yeah, if you're brand new to my Let's Play series, which is understandable, um, then basically what I try and do is go through everything that goes through my head when I'm playing Minecraft. I try to pretend like you don't know anything about Minecraft. Ooh, a little laggy. I think my don't know if you saw that or not. Um, and so I try to go everything that goes through my head and pretend that you don't know anything about Minecraft. And um, chunks need to be loaded, I think. Um, and that way that I kind of use this as a teaching tool because I'm actually a teacher. It's my job, and I sometimes can't get away from the whole, you know, have my teacher hat on my head. Um, so hopefully it'll be useful to you, make you a better Minecraft player, and realize that I'm an idiot half the time, and we'll see. So let's see. I'm right now just exploring around. What I'm standing in right in is a bamboo forest. This is from the mod Biomes of Plenty. If you hit F3, you can see that there's kind of up in the, let's see if I, right about here, says bamboo forest. And I don't really want to be in a bamboo forest. It's not a horrible place to be, but ow. Um, but you can't really get any wood from the bamboo. The nice thing is if you chop them down, the whole bamboo tree comes down, and you get this bamboo, um, which is great. It basically acts like a stick, so you can use it for all kinds of stick recipes. But I don't really want that because you can't turn sticks into charcoal, and you can't use that for marble, quarried stone from Railcraft. Oh, that's good. I have to remember where that is. So I'm looking for kind of a forest or a plains biome that's dotted with trees, someplace away from all this junk. Um, Maybe see if we can find a canyon or two on the way, maybe a cave. Guess we'll have to find out. So let's see, some basic things you need to know about DireWolf20's mod pack, I should say. It's got a lot of different mods in it. If you First thing you'll notice is if you hit your inventory, if you've never played with not enough items, it's a really wonderful mod that shows you basically all of the items that are currently in the game that you have selected. You can also look at all the subsets. You can look at different blocks. You can break things down by mods. You can see all the different mods and everything they add. Really, really useful tool. The other great thing about it is that it tells you how to make these things. So let's go to something that I can actually build. If you wanted to know how to make a low voltage solar array, well, you just click on it and you can see its recipe. So we need some solar panels and figure out how the solar panels make. Just click on all of them. So it takes kind of the mystery out of how to make items. Now, some of them, it doesn't always do the best job. There are some things that are not in NEI, generally things that don't have crafting recipes, but it's very, very useful. Ooh, and we're looking a little more promising. I see trees over here. A little, no, very little cave. This is looking better. Looking better. What's at the top of this hill? See if we can get a view, vantage point. We've got another cave. Little cave. Cool. We have to come back and explore that later. Let's see. What else do you need to know about some of these things? In the middle top of my screen, you'll see a blocks that constantly changes what it says in it. Basically, it tells you whatever you're looking at. It's a great mod called What Am I Looking At? It's Wayla. And so I'm looking at a cow. I'm looking at grass. It's very useful. Um, Ooh, now this is new. This is a meteor. This actually comes from, pick up these seeds and saplings. This comes from actually a new addition to the mod Applied Energistics. We are definitely going to have to come back and raid this meteor because there are certain things that you can only get from meteors that you need to do Applied Energistics. And I love the mod Applied Energistics. And it's actually Applied Energistics 2 in this pack. So we're definitely have to come back and look at this. We've got, ooh, this is looking better. We've got trees, good for wood. Go ahead and chop some of these trees down. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the time because I don't want to get stuck out in the middle of nowhere. You'll notice that Dustin8110 has just earned a new achievement. So that is an actual name in Minecraft. I'm kind of one of those idiots that set up their Minecraft account and didn't realize that your whatever you put in there was going to be your actual username. And I keep waiting for them to actually let us change our usernames. I've heard that at some point they're going to, but I mean Mojang and team, or I guess it's now Microsoft because I heard that they bought Minecraft. Whoever it is, at some point I've heard that they're going to let us change our usernames, but until that happens, ooh, now this is looking good. Wow, right here. So we've got that meteor over there that we need. We've got a nice, what is it? Chasm, I guess. We've got a hill over there. We've got a, we're sitting here in a flower field. Let's go ahead and turn that off. We don't need that on anymore. Some pigs. This actually might be a great place to start. Got some food. Ooh, we've got a hat. I'm going to get a mining hat when I... so let's go ahead and do that. Now, I think what I'm going to start by, as usual, I'm going to find a hole and live in a hole for a little while. But I would like to move... Ooh, this will be a little dark down there. Might need to set up some lights. But this should be pretty good for getting started. My last Let's Play, and I generally tend to live in holes. I'd really like to get out of the ground. I would like to find, a nice place to be above ground. I have this bamboo. Why don't I use it? But for now, it's generally easier, especially when you are getting dark outside. Rather than to grab all the resources required to make an actual house, I think the sun is going down. So we're going to have to dig a hole real quick. It's easier just to dig a hole in the ground and then live in that than to actually try and build a house your first day. So let's do this. So we're going to need to quickly, what was I going to build? Better pickaxe. Bamboo. And works a little faster. And then we use all of our wood. Go figure. This could be interesting. Need a little bit of wood. I want to make some charcoal. And hopefully we can do this before the zombies come out and try to eat our brains. Did I get both those woods? Yes, I did. Make ourselves a furnace. Take this furnace into our wonderful hole. Stick it down here. And cook up. Actually, let's do this. Cook up some charcoal. Nope, can't use. Where'd my sticks go? There they are. So can't use sticks or bamboo for wood. It's good to know. And let's take this and wall ourselves in so the zombies don't eat our brains. Make ourselves some charcoal here and make some torches. Hey, and here we have light. Excellent. Let's make one more set of torches. Okay. So, got ourselves a nice little hole, sleep through the night. And let's excavate this a tiny bit. Uh-oh. Guess that's about as far as we can go in that direction. So I've been trying to think of what I want to start out by doing. You know, there's the basics. Listen to creepy noises at night. There's the basics. You know, we're going to have to get ourselves some food. We're going to have to get ourselves some wood to make, or wool to make a bed. I've been trying to figure out how I want to start. Last Let's Play, I started off with Tinker's Construct, and I am trying really hard to convince myself not to go Tinker's Construct right off the bat, but I have a feeling that that is definitely what I'm going to do, because I just like that mod way too much to not use it. I was actually strongly considering working with the mod Ender.io, but then a certain amazing somebody who has helped design this pack decided to start their Let's Play with Ender.io, so I am not going to do that. I think we're just going to go Tinker's Construct and then maybe go into some of the new and interesting changes in thermal expansion, because thermal expansion has seen quite a facelift, which would definitely be cool to broadcast. What's it doing outside? It's probably in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's in the middle of the night. Light this up here a little bit. So far, no zombies. I guess that's a good thing. Oh, I hear them. They're coming for our brains. Seal that end up. Let's seal this end up. Oops. And I am quickly running out of food, so I'm going to have to find something to eat. You know, let's do this. Well, that's somewhat protective. I'm going to get those little zombies, mini zombies coming in here. But at least big zombies we're somewhat protected from. Excellent. Let's do this. Doot. No zombies. Somewhat zombie-proof. Well, that was pretty easy. And I am out of torches, so I'm going to have to find some more wood. So I think what I'm going to do is let the night go by, because I don't think you want me to sit here and stare at the wall until it's daytime. So I'll be back in a few when it's light. Okay, so you can see out my little makeshift window. It is now daytime. My food is getting precariously close to empty. I think I'm going to go up here and maybe murder some of these pigs I saw. I don't want to kill all of them. Where'd they go? Alright, there. Okay, let's get the guy with the hat, because I like hats. Yay! And we also murdered some flowers. The really nice thing about the flower field is that your flowers you can turn into dye. And I have absolutely no use for dye yet, but I'm sure at some point it will come in quite handy. Now, here's my hidey hole. It's somewhere. Over this way? Yeah, over here. Let's go around. We got the hiccups. So let's cook us some little piggies. There we go. And I suppose while this cooks, let's make ourselves some chests, because I have way too much stuff. And I don't really want it all. Okay. Chest over here. All this stuff can go in here. When did I get a feather? Did I keep those seeds? I wonder if I have no idea. It must have just been laying on the floor. So, pork chops. Yum, yum, yum. Well, let's just wait. All right, the next thing we probably need to do is make ourselves, and of course I threw my sticks and everything in there. Let's get some farming going on because I don't want to starve. I didn't starve my last Let's Play, and I don't want to starve my this Let's Play. um, chop down some of this stuff. You will see that there are a couple of very strange looking flowers, and I just knocked one over. Let's see if I can find another one. There are the mod Pneumaticraft is installed. I'll just show you with this. Pneumaticraft is interesting because it's a very different way of planting some of these things. Basically, in order to plant these seeds, you let the seeds fall on the ground, which also makes collecting the seeds kind of difficult. And then they kind of plant themselves, and they don't need farmland. It's just any kind of grass, which is kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's... And there are a bunch of different types of plants for Pneumaticraft. Let's go ahead and plant these right here and right there. And you're going to need a good supply of all kinds of different seeds to get started in, or not to get started, but to do Pneumaticraft to its fullest. But we'll take a look at that later. Oh, here's another one. A potion plant. They have all kinds of strange names. Throw that there, and that there, and that over here, and is that going to work? There we go. I don't really have any use for the plants right now, but I'll just let them kind of grow on their own. Okay, so let's chop down some more wood. You know, I should go make myself an axe because this takes way too long. And while I'm doing this, I should go ahead and make myself some stairs as well. Although 4 is not nearly enough. Axe. Go. Excellent. Okay. So let's chop down a little bit of wood. I'd like to get enough for a fancy new door that is part of a really cool mod, and I'll show you when I actually get to it. The mod that's installed here, well, there are several mods, but one really cool mod that I really like quite a lot is a mod called Carpenter. Carpentry? Something like that. I'll show you in a second. And it adds all kinds of really cool, basically, ideas and blocks. Carpenter's blocks, that's what it is. And there are all kinds of really neat things that you can do. Basically, just get started, we're going to make some basic carpenter's blocks. And then with these carpenter's blocks, and just in case you don't know, if you're using not enough items, if you hold down Shift, and in my case it's going to be R, because that's, I think, the default, it shows you all the items you can make out of whatever block you have highlighted. So we can make collapsible blocks and all kinds of neat things, but the thing that I want to make is the carpenter's door. And there's a reason why I want to make the carpenter's door, and I will show you in just a second. What did I need? I think I needed some sticks. If you click and hold down drag, you can basically even out your stacks. So if you watch, click and hold, I deposit, basically I split the stack, and then I try and it tries to evenly distribute everything. Okay, carpenter's door. If you didn't understand what I just said, try it, you'll see. The carpenter's door is pretty cool. So I can place it just like a door, and I'm going to have to add some additional blocks to the side here. Let's just do this. Chop down these. And the really cool thing about the carpenter's door is, first off, it works just like a regular door. Secondly, as far as last I checked, and I might be proved wrong, you'll find out if I do, that mobs don't recognize this as a door. They will completely ignore it. And it looks kind of, you know, not the most amazing thing in the world when you first build it. But you can right-click on it with other blocks to give it a texture. which is pretty cool. The next thing, and we cannot do this right now, but if you go ahead and make yourselves a carpenter's hammer, which is pretty easy once you get iron, you can actually change the way the door looks. So you can give it several different textures, and you basically right-click on it with the hammer, and it cycles through those textures. But right now, we have a very fancy door for a house made out of cobblestone and dirt, which is awesome. The other really cool thing about the carpenter's blocks is that you can make all kinds of really neat things with them. So there are wedge slopes. Basically, it's like a ramp. There are actually a couple different types of slopes that you can play with. And the other cool thing is you can make stairs out of your carpenter's blocks. And this will let you, just like with the door and with all of these carpenter's blocks, you can camouflage, I guess is the best way to describe it, all these blocks with, anything. So carpenter's block, and then we can make it look like this acacia wood. And this is really cool for things like, obviously the ramps are kind of neat, but stairs, you can make stairs out of blocks that maybe you can't craft stairs out of with Minecraft. So for example, you can't make acacia wood stairs. However, you can camouflage your carpenter's blocks to look like our acacia wood. And if you did that with the stairs, you would end up with, stair pattern. Where's my axe? When you destroy these, you get both the carpenter block and whatever block you made it out of. When I first started playing with this, I accidentally took like a gold block and camouflaged my bed out of a gold block, because you can also make a bed out of carpenter's blocks. And I was like, I was kind of freaking out because that was 9 gold and it was the beginning of the game, and I don't know, freaking out might be a little strong, but you can break the item and you'll get the things back, so you don't lose them permanently. So let's see. Let's go out and see. Oh, it's dark again. Okay. Let me pause, and we'll come back and we'll do some exploring of that chasm, and then it's probably about time to call it. Alright, so we're back, and I hear a zombie burning away outside, so I figure I probably ought to make myself some kind of a sword. So we'll go with a stone sword. I suppose I ought to do something with these 2 blocks, or 2 books. Let's throw all this stuff in here. Book, bamboo, cobblestone. I don't really need the hoe, don't need the wooden pickaxe. Just let it sit here, and it will despawn at some point. Alright, well, I think that our zombie died. Let's put that there. I don't know where he died, but he died somewhere. Okay. Well, let's go dig over here. Oh, that was a lot louder than it's... Come here, little die. There we go. Okay. So, let's go put that over here. Let's go dig down towards this. There we go. Ooh. So we've got some uranium. The cool thing that this will, the new Wayla actually tells you what, if you can harvest the block or not. So you can see that it's a red X, so I cannot harvest it, which is kind of cool. But there is uranium here, so if and when we ever decide to play with industrial craft, we will have a little bit of uranium. Although it's fairly common, so I'm not overly concerned about having it or not. Aluminum, or as some folks like to say, aluminium. Guess it all depends on where you live. So we've got ferrous. Can't harvest that yet. There's a skeleton up there that is ignoring me, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Just for the sake of not burning my feet, let's block off this lava. And it's still there, so it'll hang out for a little while. We've got caves, lots of caves. I don't know how deep this goes. The lighting's a little bugged. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And lots of spiders. And one of the things that you'll notice is when I kill things for the first time, you kind of get this, wow, it's really dark over here. Kind of this creepy black kind of wireframe comes running toward you. I hear lots of skeletons and I do not want to die. Oh boy. And this is a mod called Morph. And what Morph does is it lets you turn into certain types of animals or creatures after you kill them. It is kind of fun. Ow. Burning. Let's go ahead and eat that other pork chop right now. Getting a little low on health. You know what? You can just go away. There we go. What else can I find around here? Well, we've got aluminum, or not aluminum, copper ore berry bushes. That is from Tinker's Construct. A wonderful mod. More aluminum, Tinker's Construct as well. Actually, great to get this aluminum and some copper. Excellent. And I see a flaming zombie. Ooh, let's kill this. There we go. Always try and kill yourself a bat because you can transform into the bat, which is awesome. Ooh, yellerite. That's from a mod called Big Reactors. Not a mod that I played a lot with, but one that is very, very cool for making lots of crazy amount of power. Lots of crazy amount. My grammar is wonderful. Alright, so we got Certus Quartz. That is also from Applied Energistics that we were talking about earlier. I'm going to leave that alone for now because there are certain things like... no more pickaxe. Ooh, oh boy. Creeper. The essence bushes are kind of like little tiny mana potions, or not mana potions, experience potions. So you eat them, you can see my experience level goes up, which is awesome. And now that we have those berry bushes, we can take them back to our house, and we can set them up inside, and then we have kind of a renewable... Ooh, come on down here. Or not. Of course, I have no pickaxe anymore. Just do this. Hello, come here. No. Yeah. Alright, how am I going to get up here without him launching me off the end? This is annoying. I got an idea. Ow. There we go. Alright, so let's head on back. Ooh, good. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe. We'll have to come back and get that coal in a minute. So, yeah, we've got a lot of really cool stuff down in that, that canyon. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Let's go ahead really quick. I want to set up a little pressure plate. No, I can't do it with this, can I? I have to use stone. Or wood. Let's grab some wood. Wood. And what we can do is we can set up a nice little pressure plate. Stick it on the inside of my door. And that way when I go out, it opens. And when I come back in, it closes. Excellent. All right, so we've got some cool stuff going on. We've got a little bit of resources. I am going to spend some time just running around mining because I know that nobody really wants to see me mine on camera. Let's put these essence bushes over here, get them out of the way, because one of the things that you have to be careful with the essence bushes is that they do in fact poke you if you stand on them like that. So keep them away from where you generally walk. And yeah, I'm going to go do some mining. I'm going to grab some resources. I definitely want to, I think I'm going to start with Tinker's Construct because there's just too much awesomeness in that mod to pass up. So I'll get some resources for that so you don't have to watch it. And we'll come back for episode 2. Until then, take it easy, folks.